society. Tonight, though, I want simply to end by offering two more moments of Christian theology to show how those who aren't Christians can make some use of Christian moral discourse. Christian moral discourse isn't always that mysterious. We all share together the same natural environment, and certain structures in it constrain how we should live. For example, since we all need water, then any human practices that create drought should change. What I'm now describing goes by a few names in Christian theology, which I'm deliberately sidestepping, but the point is that Christian ethics is in part a wisdom that describes who we are. Hence, many who aren't Christians can agree with Christianity that grudge holding or favouritism or excessive promiscuity are life-destroying, or that promise-keeping or contentment or humility are attractive and liberating. We share the same reality, which Christians say God made and then explains well to us, but which can also sometimes be discovered. And while it might be a tricky business, moving from these insights into the high-stakes world of public policy debate, tricky doesn't mean impossible. And so there always remains a role for the Church to say its wisdom as well as it can. Christian discourse then can sometimes bring wisdom that is just plain helpful in decoding our place in the environment we all share. But there are times when our account of what brings peace and that of others are in irreconcilable conflict. For Augustine, the loves of each city radically differ sometimes. Professor Oliver O'Donovan has picked up this insight to describe the way societies form around what he calls common objects of love. Our failures to agree show that we have these different objects of love. Generation X and Y kind of know this deep in their bones and despair about the way everyone seems to have different objects of love. Some love security, while others love hospitality, so they don't know whom to believe on asylum seekers. Some love productivity, while others love to care for the marginalised, so they don't know whom to believe on the economy. Some love autonomy, and some love community, so they don't know whom to believe about sexual ethics. That these loves can't seem to be reconciled, and the despair that follows is part of what is meant by the term postmodernism. We struggle on by labelling these various loves with that word that I find very insipid to describe ethics. They are our conflicting values. Christian moral discourse can help to illuminate, though, who loves what and why. That might help us to understand each other just a little more and to make some allowances. I realise that not all Christian moral discourse is either wise or illuminating. I find myself strangely sympathetic to that arch opponent of Christianity, Richard Rorty, who complains that religion is too often a conversation stopper in public debate, which is one of his reasons for being a doctrinaire secularist.